Welcome to all on Women Dialogues. And I'm your host Shashi with you all to create more voice for women and by women. And today's our guest from Finland, Miss Titta. She is an author, speaker, the voice of women and girls who are victim of violence. She is marketing manager of Finnish medtech company called Kipuvex, and a part of that, she's ambassador, global ambassador for children rights. The organization is from Canada. Again, she's a ambassador of an organization which is based in US for again children rights. So she is working a lot. She got lots of awards for women and children work which she's doing globally, a part of her marketing job. So let's welcome Titta on Women Dialogues and join our head together to listen and to get motivated and inspire what she has for us to share. So welcome Titta on Women Dialogues.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here today and to share my thoughts and my background more. Thank you so much for this time.
Thank you, Titta. It's a great pleasure to have you today. And Titta, you are so active. As we were finding it by your reading your biodata and your work and all, and you are passionate about women and children work as a part of your work. So let's start hearing from your passion, how it got developed, how you decided to work for this field.
So you mentioned that I'm active. Yeah, I have been always active since my childhood. My childhood has been full of sport activities. I think I have belonged to all sport teams which were in my city in my childhood time, and really active. And my father had been playing a big role in my childhood. He was always making everything like entertaining for me. With activities. So I have been raised by this kind of way with that inside the nature. So nature is really a strong element also. And actually all these things have been leading to what I have been doing today and these years. So I have that kind of foundation that the nature overall well-being is really important for me, and also persistence. And I have always been competitive person, so I have loved competition, and I love winning. Although I have had so many failures in my lifetime, but I think this kind of attitude when you want to win, no matter what, this is then taking you more far, because no matter how much struggles the life is giving you, no matter how low even your well-being is, the attitude is saving you. When you never give up and you want to be better, and to win yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The way you expressed your upbringing and your environment, definitely it's 100% true. The way you see yourself, even you are falling down each time, but if you have decided to achieve those milestones or those moments which you want to accomplish or achieve in your life, no matter what, as you said, how many times you get fail or you feel yourself that down, but you keep moving on towards accomplishing. So Titta, as when we are hearing about your childhood, and you belong from very beautiful country, Finland, and our audience must be interested to hear about your country as well. Share about your country and place. How is it? What kind of things and environment and everything, please.
Yeah, so I have been raised in a city called Rahe. This is a small city. We have about 26,000 inhabitants. It's next to Botnian Sea. It's northern Finland, and everything is nearby. and somehow it's safe. I feel a safe place. Nature is everywhere, and currently I'm living literally by the sea. So this has been my it just feels like when I'm next to the sea, I can breathe. It's this unbelievable element from the nature, the sea.
Right.
And in overall, the forest, we have so many in Finland. In overall, we have so much forest, we have lakes, and nature is everywhere where we go. And Lapland has been always a really important part in my lifetime, and a whole lifetime. Yeah, so all my holidays we have spent in Lapland, and it's really dear place for me even today.
Mm-hmm.
The nature
Right.
is really, especially in Lapland, there is no so much pollution, so the air is so much more cleaner, and there is spring water which you can drink, and the people are really friendly and loving. So
Yeah, by hearing, it seems really pleasant and nice, and especially when we are talking in current scenario, when you get yourself isolated in during this global pandemic. I think having such kind of environment and surroundings and those serene uh, environment and beauty can make you feel relaxed, can make you feel calm, and same time you can feel your life, what exactly, which direction it is going, what way you want to take your life ahead. So thank you for sharing your environment. Moving ahead, Tita, when we are talking about your passion, which you said as an active person, you got through a lot of physical education, a lot of activities, bringing that active person in the work life, and along with your passion for children and women, how you find that?
well, yes. So of course, children are my passion and I have two most dearest sons in the world for me. My sons are at the moment 17 years and 10 years old, and children have been always playing a big role in my lifetime. And actually, I have been a home working mother mostly, so I have been staying at home a lot with my children, and doing a lot of activities with them. And like you mentioned, I have created concept for the children, so everything is based for multisensory learning, which I feel really essential. As I have background um, as a victim of violence. So when we go to these traumatic things, like many people in the world, they are suffering from trauma. So even with trauma, it's essential to heal with many senses. So these kind of methods I have been I call them coping methods. I have been using when I was creating and developing the Happy Ambassador concept. And also I have been really, really lucky and fortunate to be creating for Kipuvex. I have been able to co-develop pain carer mobile app and the trauma side for it. So they are really important issues, and the multisensory learning, how we can learn with many senses, like normal teaching engage only two senses at a time, but multisensory learning includes 5 different senses. And as I have been victim of violence, severe violence, which are leading back 17 years ago. So about 16 years, I was developing coping methods by myself. And so, like you mentioned, I'm an active person, but no matter how much I have been working, I have been working mostly for myself.
Right.
To be this person and to have my health today, what I have. Because life has put on my road so much struggles, so many obstacles that I have been really on the edge, I can say. But I have never given up, and I have seen how I need these multisensory activities to unlock my traumas, and also because my children they have learning disabilities, so in that way the multisensory learning is also helpful, and for me as well. I have been always been able to learn more better by doing activities instead of reading. But when I hear, when I see, and when I do it, it's more easier.
Right. So, Tita, when you are mentioning about this multi-central activities versus usually other methods or education methods use this two-sensory approach, would you like to share what means of multi-sensory method of learning?
Yes, so in multisensory learning, we use our senses. So some learn better when they see, hear, or they touch. There is different ways of learning.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Also with the smell, all our senses. We say it's 5 senses learning, but many people say we have 6 senses.
So bringing those kind of approach in learning, definitely it's very useful, I believe, and very important. And when we are talking about dealing with all kind of children, whether they are having disabilities in any form of learning or any ways, do you find having this kind of approach, whereas we are using multi-sensory or multi uh, learning approach, which you are mentioning, is helpful?
Yes, especially with the children who have learning disabilities, it's helpful, but it's not limitation. So I think it's helpful for all the children.
And how you find having same kind of approach beyond learning can we implement in further training or these corporate environments as well?
Yes, I think definitely, because like I said, as an adult, I'm now 42 years old, and I still learn more better when it's multisensory learning. I need to activate my many senses to make it most powerful learning for myself.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's really important thing which we are finding and you are sharing with us, and how one can deal by having maybe different aspects or different way of learning. Uh, Having such kind of mechanism can plays a big role in learning. So that's really important. A part of that, you work as a marketing manager as well for the Kipuvex company, which is also playing a key role to develop these medical devices. So would you like to talk about that?
Yes, so Kipuvex is amazing medtech company from Finland, from northern Finland, and Mr. Marko Höynälä, CEO and founder of KipuX, has innovated this amazing, innovative medtech device, IOMT device, to save millions of lives in the world. And this is a really unique device, which is measuring 12 different parameters, biomarkers from the people.
Right. And how is it like? Is it easy to carry, or what kind of way it provide the information or the details to the healthcare providers?
Yes, so this is a solution, healthcare solution. So the actual device is really small and it's placed on the chest. But it's a solution, so it includes this it's remote monitor device. So
right. So that seems like very interesting, and I think easy to carry, and people can have their at home as well as a individual their own device, other than just we can see only in hospitals or like that.
Yeah, so it's targeted for the hospitals, for the ambulances, for home users, elderly care also, and it's also a good device in palliative care.
Right. That seems very innovative and a new way to get, involve healthcare in more advanced level of for people health and safety, and especially when we are talking about this elderly care. So when we are talking about your work, you do multi-dimensional lot of things and lot of work. And when we are talking about it, what is most strong point about your leadership?
Most stronger point, I think, open-minded. And right. As I'm really multicultural person, so at the moment when there is this COVID-19 pandemic, so I love different cultures, and I love to learn from different people, from different cultures. And in this moment when we got pandemic, COVID-19, this is making the world like one. And this is really a good aspect in the people when we are open for other people to learn from them, to respect different cultures, and to network with the people. So as a marketing manager, I love to network with people, to go different continents to represent KipuX device, and to help people, and to improve healthcare, and to improve humanity.
Right. And as we were talking about, and you are a founder of Happy People. So how your foundation or your organization work, and how you started all? We know like you was getting your own some trauma or coming out from those experiences from severe violence. A part of that, how that inspiration, how that kind of idea and all those comes in your mind that I need to start something like that.
So yeah, it wasn't my idea to make it like an organization or business, but it started, like you said, from severe violence.
Right.
And because I had the baby, and that was the most important thing in my life, and I was single mother. So I created the happy bubble around us, because outside that bubble was chaos. And this happy bubble saved me and my child. So like my child is now 17, and he says to me that my childhood was so happy and loving. So this is the best reward when we think that in his childhood I got death threats, there was threat of child abduction and severe violence, physical and mental. But when he says these words, this is the best award which I can get. And this character for the concept is actually my own son, and this was developing because I was telling bedtime stories for him. I was too tired to take the book, so I started to invent the stories in my mind.
Right.
And then one day, after some years, when it was already like a world in my head for my son and for me, I was writing these stories down, and some other people were reading. And then one kindergarten, when my son was staying the kindergarten, they wanted that please come to read these stories for us, that we want to hear more about these things. And step by step it developed a concept, and now we have animations as well.
Wow, that's wonderful. That's beautiful. So, like when you are saying how you connected those all dots, even how you come out so positively, and you feel it's such a great award. I believe it's a great award for each mother who is having a child, and when they are giving you such positive words and feelings that yes, this is mom, you did best for me. It's the greatest award, I believe. But apart of that, when we are talking about it, you are doing for many other children and women as well. How does it involve? What way you are ambassador for Canadian organization, you are a ambassador for US organization. How you find those all work?
It's really interesting because I'm really outgoing person, so and active. So I really love to be involved with different organizations, and I have been doing so much volunteer work internationally. But thanks to my volunteer work, I have now outstanding global network. So my message to everybody is that yeah, you need to work hard, but then eventually the hard work pays off. So it's a cliche, but it's true.
Right. And when we are talking about your hard work, your all lot of experiences, would you like to share any story or experience with our audience?
Yeah, so there is so many experiences.
Exactly.
I don't know which I don't know which one to share. But yeah, well, I will share this my journey to KeepAwake's marketing manager, because this is like when I feel like I have came home with this company, because KeepAwake's device is developed for pain management. And the aim is to be the leading domain in the pain management worldwide. And my life has involved so much pain, which I didn't realize. And through KeepAwake's solutions, I was healing myself. So it has played a big role in my life. So first 16 years, I was developing these coping skills by myself and not getting any external help. But when I got to know KeepAwake's company, I did get external help, and the healing process, I learned to cope with myself. I learned to be okay mentally and physically, but I still had this powerful flashback from traumatic events. And with KeepAwake's healthcare solutions, especially pain carer solution, I have been able to heal with these traumatic flashbacks. So I think this is the most precious thing in my career, if I can say, to jump to this big role as a marketing manager. I can use all my experiences from the hard work which I have been doing with the Happy Ambassador concept, because that was actually concept which I was trying to deal with my own pain in my life, and also I was scared because of my son. I wanted to make him so famous that I don't need to be scared of child abduction. So there has been so much pain in my life, but through hard work, I have worked, collaborated with international companies, institutes, governmental, private sector. I have so much network around me. Even it has been mostly volunteering work. But now really I can use all these things with the KipuX and still try my own life mission, which is to help people and save lives.
Right. I think that's very powerful and very inspiring and touchy story which you shared, how your life journey evolved and how you took courage to make it better. So that's really important. And I think our audience can learn and inspire how one can come out from those situation or those adverse situation in their life. And so when we are talking all about how you see your future plans for your work.
Well, yeah, I want to spread still the message of KipuX around the world in different continents. And hopefully this pandemic will be over soon and we can make it real and not only online.
Yes, yes,
But
definitely.
also my passion is to hear these stories, how KipuX device has helped people. So I want to be person who is sharing these amazing stories. You are now host for me and other women, but I would like to be this giving these stories and bringing this message, how it actually was helping saving lives globally.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful idea, and you hopefully the audience who are listening, if they are using, they can get back to you. They can share their experience, what kind of feedback or experience they have associated with this device if they are using it. So thank you so much, Tita, for your sharing, for your story. Uh, Moving towards the finishing side, last but not least, we would like to ask, what way do you think the platform like this, Women Dialogue, is so important?
I think it's really important because as a victim of violence, the confidence can go really low. And when you are giving this kind of opportunities for the women globally to to give our voice, to give our thoughts, it's really powerful. It's you are empowering individuals globally, and this is really unbelievable work what you're doing. And I hope these your interviews will inspire other people globally who are listening these things.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for empowering and giving this positive note to us as well, uh, along with empowering and motivating our audience. So,
Also,
just
yeah.
yeah,
Also, I
please.
would like to mention that because I have gone through so many things that uh, I think for the women it's really important that when you don't have power, don't think far. only think like when I had my lowest points in my life, I was thinking only that 1 hour ahead. So don't plan, don't just live in the present. Just make this hour good for you. Make then the next hour good for you, but don't think too far. I had times when thinking even until the evening was too much. So 1 hour by 1 hour, and then eventually you can see you are thinking evening, then you will see you are thinking tomorrow, then you will see you are thinking next week, next month, and you are then starting to plan some after some months. So it's small steps. We are all human beings and we feel different ways, and the life is putting obstacles, struggles for all of us. So it's just really important to learn to manage with the pain and to learn to manage with your own life. And like I think the health is our wealth, so we should never neglect our health. We should always even now during the pandemic, I have been basically learning to make everything at home. So pandemic is not it wasn't big change for me because I'm always doing everything at home. I'm doing exercise at home, everything at home. So I'm building my global network from home. So yeah, we don't need to think difficult way. The simple way and simple actions per day will lead for the more happier and healthier future.
Thank you. And thank you for breaking those strategies, sharing those strategies even in a in actionable way, manner. Like, okay, take just 1 hour, because we
Yeah.
often hear, okay, it's plan step by step, small, but you really break out, those steps you break in a very small and very inactionable manner, that 1 hour and 1 hour and 1 hour, and slowly, gradually build your confidence. So that's really wonderful advice. I believe our audience, especially the women, when they have such kind of situation around them, they can understand and they can also see their life in the same manner, or break their those movements in a step by small step, not really
Yeah.
even whole day. So thank you, Tita, for sharing such a wonderful strategy. And once again, thank you to all our viewers. If you would like to hear more women voices and part of Women Dialogues, please connect with us. Please share, subscribe, and like. Thank you. See you in the next episode. And don't forget to check about Tita's work, her details, and the medical devices which she's talking about. Those all details are available in the description as well. Till then, take care. See you in the next time. Bye bye.